This conference will now be recorded. This conference is no longer being recorded.
Huh?
The recording stops.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So this is my screen now. So then I'll take the information. This is enough information. That's why I'm taking. So first of all, what is NIC? Network interface card. What is NIC? Network interface card. Okay, so we'll go to the part. NIC. What is NIC? Network interface card. Okay, so anything which we connected from our devices to network called a NIC. Interface between a computer and a network. So normally, so we are using a different type of NICs like um, so based on your network, like a Wi-Fi, or can be using a Wi-Fi, USB, LAN cards, Ethernet cards, or maybe is like a fiber optical cards. So different cards we are using. So whatever you use it, it is for a purpose of connecting your device to network. It's called a NIC. But as normally NICs are look like this. When you go to the NIC card and go to images, there are look like this one. So it's directly initially we don't have any uh, onboard NICs are there. On motherboard no NICs are there. So we are adding NICs extra to PCI slots. Later we are getting on board. Still, if you want an extra NIC, you can insert these cards into your motherboard. PCI slots are there. Okay. If any case motherboard kind of stuff is there, then we can get it. Nothing is there. So we can search for that. Okay. So this is NIC. It is a physical interface. It's a card. Okay. So this NIC we also called as a LAN card or Ethernet card. Okay. So we call this NIC as a LAN card. If in case. So what is your LAN card? LAN card is nothing but your NIC. So that is a LAN card or a NIC card are there. So people who manufacture NIC, they put a physical address. They put a physical address. Okay. So the physical address, or we can call as a hardware address or unique address. We call that one as a physical address, hardware address, or unique address. That we call it as a MAC address. Actually, the physical address, hardware address, unique address, whatever you call it, that is nothing but a MAC address. MAC means media access control. MAC means media access control. So Ethernet card has every Ethernet card has a MAC address, including Wi-Fi Ethernet or maybe a normal card. So any your NIC has a unique address on the hardware. So to identify that particular device, a particular LAN card, so that is to we given a MAC address. Okay. So this MAC address is a 48-bit in number. So by binary it is a 48 bit, but actually it represented in 12 hexadecimal. Represented in 12 hexadecimal. It is look like this one. It is look like this one. Okay, this is an example of a MAC address. Next, these are a different type of NICs with the different speeds. So initially we call our NICs as a Ethernet. Now Ethernets become fast Ethernet and gigabit Ethernet. So Ethernet speed is 10 Mbps, fast Ethernet is 100 Mbps, gigabit Ethernet is 1000 Mbps. Got it? So different type of NIC cards are there. Ethernet, fast Ethernet, and gigabit Ethernet with the different speeds: 10 Mbps, 100 Mbps, and 1000 Mbps. So this is a about your NIC. So that is enough. No. Okay. So here each and every NIC has a, it's a physical device, right? So it is contains a MAC address. One more is important. When you go to the NIC, you can see these lights in if you have a laptop and on board or a NIC board, these LEDs are there. These LEDs are indicate link status and speed status. Link status and speed status. These are indication. Indicators are a status. If you put in a Google, then you can see. So link LED and activity LED. If you go to this one, so you can see link and speed. So status is off, means it is no description, so no link. You can see here it is link LED. So this green color LED off means no link. It is showing as orange color linked, means there is a connection. Okay. Next, orange blinked, data activity, means data is transmitting. It blink in orange color. Blinking that is studies. Ready to wake up from the S5 mode, means the system went to the sleep mode. Now if it is activated, then automatically um, blink, then study. So it is blinking. Study means it's a study is going on. New data is coming up, again it will blink. Off means here it is link LED is on, link LED is on, but your speed LED, means second activity LED, is off, means link is there, means connection is there, but it operates under 10 Mbps speed only. If it is showing orange color, means this is orange, that is orange, both are orange, like it means it is a status, the speed of the LED. So the speed of operating speed is 100 Mbps. And if you are using a gigabyte Ethernet, then it shows as a green. The activity is become a green. So then it is see, it is shows as a 1 Gbps connection is activated. Okay, so this is a LED status in a LED status, like off means no link. So when you are to connect with a cable, check the LED is blinking or not. Both LEDs are blinking, it means good communications. Both LEDs are blinking. Blinking means good communication, means link is there as well as the appropriate speed communication is there. So either it is orange orange, orange green, it can be shown. Okay, so that is important. Understand that blinking. I think it is better to put it in a little small size. No. Okay. Okay, guys. This is a LED status, and of course, I will copy the picture of this one also. Then so many arrangements are there: style, crop, text wrap. Put a square. We can put it aside also, like this. You can resize it if you want it. You can resize. So this is how LED the things are there. Like, no. Yeah. So this is the Ethernet card. Okay. So this is the LEDs. This is where you put a connection. So this socket we call it as a RJ45 socket. RJ45 socket. Okay. So we have to put a RJ45 connection. What is RJ? Anyone? Okay. Resistor jack. Okay. Resistor jack. So it is suitable for connecting RJ45 plugs. It means this is UTP or STP type of cables. Um, so 4 pair cable connection purpose. Okay, 4 pair UTP or STP, 4 pair or 2 pair connections also there, but usually RJ45 sockets 4 pair connections. So this is about other plugin connection, NIC, MAC address. So again, I will go with the MAC address. So MAC address, media access control. So MAC address means media access control. Okay. So this is also called as a physical address. I don't know what it is. Or hardware address. ADDRESS. Correct only. Physical address, hardware address, unique address. So be careful when you say unique address or uniquely identified address. Unique address means MAC address. Uniquely identified address means it is a IP address. So physical address, unique address, MAC address. This is a MAC address means any we can tell in any name for a MAC address.
Sir,
Also,
can you change MAC address of the device, sir?
huh? Anybody speaking to me? Okay, we can't change this is very difficult on MAC address. Why? Because of the manufacturer of NIC assigns MAC address to NIC. Okay, so he will give MAC address to NIC. He will assign, and it is bound into that chip only. So NIC chip only contains MAC address. So he cannot change the MAC address. You cannot change the MAC address. Okay. MAC spoofing. The concept of MAC spoofing is like, for example, when you are communicating to a device, we can spoof MAC address. Means we have our MAC address, we don't change our MAC address, but while you are communicating, you can manipulate your MAC address and you can send a packet. Or when you are receiving a packet, you can tell I am belongs to certain MAC address, which is you are spoofing it. It means like a duplicating it. Duplicating or spoofing means with a different name, like a spoof, right? So actually it is not that one, so we are putting in a different manner, so that is, so MAC spoofing. MAC spoofing is possible. Okay, so only MAC spoofing for a security reasons, or maybe hacking reasons, means to attack on a security for attackers. Okay, security attackers, or maybe to prevent from the attacks also we can do MAC proofing. One rumor is there. For example, if I tell my MAC address, is anybody can able to hack me using my MAC address? Anyone?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, within a LAN, okay, we can say, but through internet, no one is hacked your system with your MAC address. Okay, so because of your MAC address valid only within the LAN only. Valid means your MAC address won't go outside of internet, and even anybody knows my MAC address also, they cannot able to enter to my network. First they have to enter to my network, right? So through enter to network and enter into the using MAC address. Anyway, using MAC address we don't communicate, but while you are communicating we use the MAC address. So we'll see, so up to local network only. Okay, next, MAC addresses, what I said just before, valid up to MAC address. We cannot communicate with MAC address. Like you said, like a MAC address is there. You said like a MAC address is there. So now I will communicate MAC address only. Like I have a router, switches are there. I want to communicate it from my laptop to my desktop using MAC address. I want to ping with MAC address, or I want to send a data with a MAC address. You cannot do it. But we use MAC address in communication. See how funny it is. See, we use a MAC address in communication, but using only MAC address, we can't do it. Okay, using only MAC address, we don't communicate. So, but in communication, we use MAC address, IP address, MAC address. Both are important in mainly in a LAN communication. Within the LAN communication, so both IP address, LAN address are there. So MAC address is mainly identify a particular device. This is the device. This is the particular device I am communicating. That we will know it. Second is MAC binding. What is this MAC binding? As you see, just before I open my internet related things, right? So what happened? Someone is accessing my network, so they may know my password, or maybe something has happened that is directly communicating. I am not running my virtual machine also. So if I'm using a virtual machine, definitely my virtual machine name or something I'm not running my virtual machine also, but something is using my internet. I don't know. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, I just and I didn't allow that one. So what is this MAC binding? What is MAC binding in generally in a Wi-Fi networks? Okay, so I will tell a very simple scenario. I'm in a Pune, so no problem. In a Pune, only few members are working. Me, Charan sir, and other person. Only three people are working here. I'm a trainer, and other two are doing administrative work only. Okay, so students, we don't give any Wi-Fi kind of stuff. All use if they want, they use a mobile phone. Otherwise, LAN connections only. Our desktops are connected with a LAN connection. They must use that one only for internet or anything. Okay. Mobile phone for their laptops or mobile phone, we don't give any address. If you want to give, then once we give, they will tell to everyone. So that's another problem. Okay, so this is for example in my Hyderabad office, lot of systems are there. So only rule is employees desktops, laptops, they'll give internet connection through Wi-Fi. Mobile phones or any personal devices, they don't give any internet communication. Okay, so that is their rule. So when I go to Hyderabad office, what happens? I will use my laptop. I connect my username, Wi-Fi username and password. I use their office Wi-Fi username and password I given. So request will go. The Wi-Fi router check username and password. It establish the connection. Establish the connection. So it is give the connection, but it won't give you internet. It will stop everything. Next time it won't connect it. So what happened? In the router, they'll tell some MAC addresses. They will collect the MAC addresses from the employees' laptops. So they'll put a MAC address, for example, MAC address one, and they will bind it. So allow someone comes with this MAC address, yellow here. Okay. So and they will put all MAC addresses here. For example, I put a C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, B1, BD, something. Just for an example, these are a MAC addresses list I given. Okay. So if anybody is connected to my Wi-Fi router, so what is their point is, if anybody is connected to this Wi-Fi router, verify their MAC address, check in the list. If it is in the list, allow. If it is not in the list, do not allow. Understand? If it is in the list, give the connection. If it is not in the list, block the connection. Again, I have to go to my the admin people, the desktop support people, support people are there. So I will take the laptop. I told, then they'll give trial, but I will tell, so it is block already. Maybe you have to check it, that you have to unblock me, then only I can able to connect it. They said no, so no blockage and all, just to put a drama on it, but they don't want to tell whatever it is. But so I will keep aside, and I will give to one of my student, is an administrator in our office. So when he came, then I will tell, this is the issue come, then immediately he will set that one. Okay, for us, no problem. uh, Others don't know what is the complaint, because everything is binded already. I'm the only person, new person. Maybe one or two people are in, very new people are there. I have brought my own laptop now, so it is even not even a office laptop. So they I am a visitor in a Hyderabad office. That's why they don't know to give the connection or not also, and it is not good also. But like, so this is MAC binding. What is a MAC binding? Okay, you have to bind MAC addresses to Wi-Fi router. General I'm telling. So we have to bind our MAC addresses to the Wi-Fi router. Okay. It yellow yellow connection as per list of MAC addresses. List of MAC addresses. It yellow only MAC address once you bind the MAC address. Of course, not only that one, like a DHCP server wise or like that also we'll put it. So we'll check the MAC address. If MAC address is suitable, allow the connection. Not suitable as per the list, block the connection. Very simple. Okay. Got the point, guys? What is MAC binding? In a high security organizations, for example, military, those LAN networks, or maybe security companies, means banking areas and all. So people use a MAC spoofing or a different MAC addresses to connect, or someone is trying to connect it. What happened? So they will check with a MAC to IP address. So they'll put a MAC to IP addresses. Always binding, always binding. MAC to IP address binding is there. So whenever you connect it, so they'll give you an IP address and check your MAC address. Based on MAC address only, will give you an IP address. Otherwise, if not matches, no connection. Only dedicated systems with a particular MAC addresses only they will connect it, and make sure that your IP MAC matches, then only communication. IP should matches, MAC should be matches, then only give connections. So like a, they'll put a static IP to the device normally in a secure way. Static IP address assigns, and um, so they will assign a static IP address to device. Okay, and then they bind this MAC address to this one for I put a some security, some organizations for security. What happened? So they'll assign IP MAC address to this one, and then bind. They will bind IP to MAC address into the devices. Every device or servers in the server. So they put a IP and IP address to MAC address like okay in for example, just for example, I'm telling this one in server. So there is a server, so I want to connect it to the server, or I want to connect to a device. So in that one, so what they will do it, they put a IP address, your IP address, okay, and then MAC address mapping will maps IP address and MAC address. So when you send a request, it will verify your IP address and MAC address. Both are matches. Then we can make a connection. We can able to communicate. If both are not matches, MEH. If both are matches, MEATCH, right? So I am typing. If both are matches. This is word is not at all good. Okay, so both matches. Allow the connect. Allow the communication. The connection. It's very simple. Connection is very simple one. Communication or a connection. Okay. We allow the connection, so then it will communicate. Otherwise, no communication. So this what we call it as a ARP, address resolution protocol. Address resolution protocol, ARP. ARP actually maps your IP address to MAC address automatically, but statically also we can able to map it for a certain security concerns. Compulsory everything should be matches, otherwise no communication. Okay, I have some device. I brought a laptop in the secure network. I connected to wire network, simple wire network one, not a Wi-Fi. It is not even a Wi-Fi. It is. What is this? For separation purpose, I have written like this. Okay. Okay. For security, what they will do? So they will they'll assign a static IP address to the devices or a dynamic IP address also. Okay. What they will do? So when they are communicating each other, so they're communicating to the server or a database server or maybe anything. They're communicating. So main devices, what they will do? They use a ARP, means system IP address, MAC address should be matches. Then only it will allow the connection. So how it is possible? How it is possible? Using ARP protocol, address resolution protocol. Okay. Here, for understanding, when you are communicating, means this is your device, this is your another device. For example, this is source, this is destination. This is source and this is a destination. In a source, when you're sending a packet, the packet contains data plus packet contains a data plus your source MAC address, destination MAC address, source IP address, and destination IP address is also there. So you send a packet received at destination, packet received at destination. It verify your this destination MAC address here. It verify the destination MAC address and the destination IP address. Okay. If destination MAC address not matches, normally if destination MAC address not matches, no problem, verify the destination IP address. If it is the same IP address, then it will allow, otherwise it drop the packet. Understand? Destination system receive a packet from source, it verify the MAC address, matches, good. If it is not matches, it verify the destination IP, matches, good, accept the packet, otherwise it drop the packet. For example, destination is not matches, no problem, it verify the IP address. Understand? In normal communication. Next, I'm also sending a source IP, destination IP address. So source IP and source MAC address also I'm sending, right? So it stores this source IP. For example, my source IP is 1.10 and my source MAC address is C1. Source MAC address is C1. So it is 1.10 and C1. Like this it will map. 1.10 is a IP address and C1 is a MAC address. It stores in the destination. This is called ARP, address resolution protocol. Whenever the system receives a packet from any device, it check source IP and source IP and source MAC address. It maps into the inside a system only. So that is called a address resolution protocol. And these things we can do, like this is dynamically learning. This is called dynamically learning. It will learn automatically from the packets from outside, means from the other devices. Statically also we can bind it. Statically you can say this is an IP address, this is the MAC address, we can bind it here. That is statical. Okay. So this part is not ARP. This is using ARP, means using this packet kind of stuff. We can achieve this thing, but I'm trying to explain MAC address. So see the things separate way. See the things separate way. Okay. This is
But the opposite won't allow the transmission, like destination matches and IP don't matches.
yeah, it won't allow.
It
Correct.
won't allow.
Good one. Destination MAC address is correct, but source MAC address changed meantime.
It's different here.
So okay, destination MAC address is changed, so it not matches, it won't allow. Compulsory IP address should be matched. MAC matches or not, that's the secondary one. Compulsory IP address matches, otherwise it won't accept the packet. Good,
Okay.
correct. Okay, so good one. Next, what is this address resolution protocol? So when a device send a packet, I'm using a packet word only. Okay, so for understanding, because we don't send a packet. Packet meaning we send a PDU, packet data unit will send it. Okay, so normally we call system send a packet type. So general terminology I'm using. So when a device send a packet to other device, okay, so other device with data. So your PDU means your data, and source MAC address, destination MAC address, and source IP address, destination IP address. Okay, so the data plus these things also will send it. Now what will happen? Okay, so what will happen? So the destination PC, here I am using something like a PCA kind of stuff. Other device, it means PC B, just for understanding. Okay, when I sending this packet, so PCB verify um, destination MAC address and destination IP address. If both are matches, good. If IP matches, allowed. As you said, correct. If MAC matches but IP is not matches, not good. So it verify both MAC address. Then allow the packet. Allow means then it accept the packet. Okay, so it is accept the packet. It matches. As per the system, destination IP address, destination PCB MAC address, PCB IP address matches, then it accept the thing. But there is a 2-3 things are there. Okay, important one is destination IP address should match. Yeah, what is this? SHO, SHOUND. If both should be matches, at least IP address should match compulsory. At least should matches. Then it accept the packet and it checks source IP means PCA's IP address, source MAC address, and it maps. So it maps PCA MAC address PCS. Hey, what is this? First, my notepad is much better. Okay, it checks IP address and source IP MAC address. It meaning it maps IP PCS IP address and MAC address. Okay, problem. So that is not a problem. Okay, so this we call it as a ARP. So the last part. What are the part I said? This we call as ARP, address resolution protocol, which maps IP address to MAC address. So again, I'm telling a very simple way. Okay, what is ARP? Address resolution protocol. What is ARP? Address resolution protocol, which maps MAC address to IP address. Okay.
Sir, what happens if this ARP is disabled?
No problem.
Connection will be established.
I think how to disable ARP also I don't know, but I never done that one. Very good question.
And sir, we are not using this protocol.
How do you know you are not using it?
Hi, it was a question, sir. Like, is it possible if
Good. 1 second, and let me type. I'm I forget what I'm typing
Sure.
also. Which maps IP address to MAC address. Good question. So generally, what if this address resolution protocol is not working or it is disabled in background? So we are not controlling it. Even I never see that how to control it also. Nothing will happen. So it's communication is communication only. So there is an advantage of ARP and disadvantage of ARP is there. So what is the advantage that I will tell? Okay. So for that purpose
Yes.
only this thing is there. So it won't do anything. It won't interrupt any communication.
Yeah, secured and unsecured connections, like
Yeah.
will be
In
there.
earlier I told something like a security reasons.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That what we do. Here one thing I told no. So here as you question like if MAC address destination MAC address is matches and source address sorry MAC and IP should matches or IP address matches compulsory. So we can using a ARP using a ARP while you are sending a packet and also we are receiving a packet we can verify like that. So confidently we can send a packet with exact MAC address and IP address. Advantages I will tell compulsory and how to secure using a ARP means so pre-binding is there when you there are communicating compulsory they will verify. I am getting a packet. I received a packet. How to tell an example? I receive.
So like we received a packet and we already know its IP address and MAC address,
Yes,
which
very
is
good. Yeah,
being,
correct. That's the
yeah. So then the connection is secure. It is the one we are
okay.
supposed to
I received a
receive.
packet. Correct. this is my system. I received a packet. Anyway, packet contains source IP, destination IP address, source MAC address, destination MAC address. I will verify my packet is matches or not. I got a letter, so I have to check it. Address is correct or not. This is my address. You know, on address it is Latif, and remaining address like my name is correct, but down instead of it is saying Karve Nagar, Karve Nagar, so it is telling something Wakad. So instead of going to Wakat, it came to the Karve Nagar because of the name. So I should not accept that one, but I accepted it. Even so, name is correct, or maybe it has to go to the next house. In villages, it will happens. My father name is Mastan. My father got a letter with the name Mastan Reddy because he asked something. Who is Mastan? They said he is the one, but he's in a next street. The other guy is in next street because of name confusion. We'll get a letters also, but address will mismatches. Okay, these things will happen, right? So again, we'll come back to this one. For example, this is a PCA, APC. This is BPC. PCA MAC address is A1. PCB MAC address is B1. IP address is, for example, 110. This IP address is 111. For understanding, just for understanding, guys. Okay. So I received a packet. BPC received a packet. First of all, it will verify my address, not from address. First, it will verify, is it B1 MAC address? Yes. Then is it 11? Yes. Destination IP, destination IP, destination MAC address. I verified. Good. And also I received this one. Okay. A1 and 1.10. Now, as per my ARP, I will verify this one. Okay, I can verify as per my ARP, this is correct or not. For example, in my ARP table, it is A1 for 125. Okay, 125. So it mismatches, right? MAC address is same, but IP address different. So I'm getting from some different version. Okay, I'm getting. I may be getting from different versions. Someone spoofed their MAC address, they are giving this IP address. So that is a possibility. So in a security places they use like this. Compulsory, the senders MAC address, IP address should matches as per my ARP table. Then only I will accept the packet. That we have to do MAC verification. Take the ARP table, and as per the ARP table, then only accept that protocol should be implemented. If not implemented, it works normally. So it is not a compulsory. Only in a security places only what they will do compulsory. When I receive a packet, from address should be matches. When I receive a packet from address, their physical location and name also should matches. Like MAC address, IP address should matches. Then only accept. Otherwise, drop the packet. Maybe anonymous delivery will happens. Morning, someone trying my phone number. I'm getting OTP. If they didn't verify with the OTP, what will happen? Anyone can use my phone number, right? So this is the what for verification. MAC address is more useful because we can't change the MAC addresses. Compulsory, it's like a thumbprint. No MAC existing in other places. Of course, some people do MAC spoofing kind of people. That is a different thing. Okay, but in generally we can bind it. So within a regular network. Hmm. Okay, so what is address resolution protocol? It maps IP address to MAC address. Okay, when we receive, when a device or a PC device or a PC, laptop, everything comes under here only. When a device receive so what I'm typing, what it is displaying. Okay, when a device receive a packet from a packet, it checks its from address. Okay, for understanding, I'm writing a from address. It means source IP address and a MAC address. Okay, it's check address and maps maps in system like IP address and MAC address. Okay, so this is called a address resolution protocol. Okay, so it maps IP to MAC address. When it maps not your system IP address and MAC address, it receive a packet and it will verify this. Okay, from address. It verify its from address. So I have to give a quotation from it. I have to give a small quotation. Then so it meaning is IP address and MAC address maps in system IP address and MAC address maps in the system. Okay, so I took a lot of time on it, but it is very good one. Address resolution protocol. How to see the list of address resolution protocol? It's ARP. Why. Go to CMD. Okay, in the CMD, type ARP. It's hyphen A. This is the column here. Either all cap letters or small letters are better. Use ARP. Okay, ARP space A. So this is the command. Okay. In CMD, you have to put this command to check the table. And another command is there, ARP space hyphen S, and with like this. Like this is a static binding. You can bind yourself also, and you can delete the data also. I will show you ARP CMD ARP space ARP space hyphen A. I think I given a wrong there. Yeah, that is wrong.
API.
Uh-huh. ARP instead of ARP I given like this. Okay, enter. This is my device because I have a lot of virtual adapters, but this is original my Wi-Fi adapter. See, this is my Wi-Fi adapter. This is my router IP address. This is my router IP address. Okay, this is my IP address. This is my router IP address. Always I communicate with my router IP address. So then it is showing a MAC address. Okay, this is showing MAC address, and this is some 100 2.100 system is there. I don't know which one is cutting currently. So this is that machine's MAC address. Now I will show you. I will tell one example, guys. My desktop is not on now currently. I'm going to my mobile phone. My mobile is also connected to same network, same Wi-Fi it is connected, right? So I'm going to settings in my mobile phone. I can't show you my mobile phone directly, but so I'm going to my microphone settings and I'm verifying my IP address. Yeah, my IP address in my mobile phone is this one 247. Okay, this is my mobile phone IP address. Same network, same Wi-Fi, mobile phone IP address. Okay, in this list, can you are you seeing anything like that? 247. 247 is not there, right? 1 is there, 100 is there, 250 is there, but 247 is not there. So wait, I'm pinging. Pinging is a two-way communication. It means I will send a packet and I'll receive a packet, because I cannot ping from my mobile phone, so I'm pinging from here only. Okay, I'm pinging from here only, so I am receiving a packet. I will send a packet and I will receive a packet. That is called ping. Echo mechanism. What is a ping? Anybody tell what is ping?
Used to send message.
No, I can't able to hear. Okay, ping is
Coding
used.
or
Yeah, tell me.
another communication between the two networks.
Very good. So to test a communication between two devices, okay, so confirm that both are communicating each other. Line is clear. Okay, line is clear. Very good. So pinging means, so when I'm pinging from my system to my mobile phone, it means my laptop to my mobile phone, I can able to communicate. The communication path is clear, not any other device, or maybe something the other issues are not there. And if you see, first initially don't know how to reach it, destination hot unreachable, but I got a reply from the device. These three packets are reply from the destination, and I received a packet from the destination. So it is a two-way communication, ICMP protocol. So we'll go to the that part again. So ping, it's a very important. Find out the abbreviation. Packet Internet Grouper abbreviation is there. So it is used to check communication between two devices. Okay, so how to ping IP address, very simple. Ping IP address, I'm using the example IP address only. You can also try to ping to your mobile phone if you don't have any other system, so you still you have a mobile phone. Make sure both are in same network. Okay, this is how to ping it, example. Okay, so this is the ping, and it is check to communication between two devices. This is a testing protocol, important command in the networking. Ping is a one of the important command. ERP, one more command I will tell, that is how to check the MAC address. IP config, very important command. uh, it use ICMP protocol. Use ICMP protocol. Use echo mechanism. No problem. So word, right? So if you do mistake also it will tell. Mechanism, I use MA. Okay. Echo mechanism. Echo mechanism means If you shout in an empty room, you will hear your own voice like a echo. You will get it. It replies same thing. That is the echo mechanism. Actually, ping has an abbreviation called a packet internet grouper. Okay, so but actually ping name not came from the that abbreviation. Okay, ping name came from the ping pong ball. You know ping pong. When you play
Yes.
table tennis, okay, when you play a table tennis, you hit the ball means you are pinging. Other person ponging. You are pinging is you do pong. You ping, he do pong like that. He hit, that is called pong. You are getting the ball. You are sending, that is called ping, and you are receiving, that is called a pong. Ping pong. That's why the ball name is we call that one ping pong ball. The name came from the ping pong. Okay. So, but we don't use ping pong command here. So ping command. But you know, some system, you can see once you are going through some experiences and all, you may find somewhere for a protocol called pong, like a ping pong. Okay, like a ping only. Some places, some systems they use name called a pong for a testing for a, as a ping. Okay, so I'm removing. We don't put it because when you trying to explain anyone for your seniors or interview people, so they think your brain is not working or I don't have any uh, minimum knowledge. Like yeah, all. Okay, so okay, we can use the Google statements also, but not always go through the Google part. Better to trust me than Google. Okay. Also, you can verify in Google if something is mismatches. Inform me, and I will try to correct it. Which one is correct? Which one is wrong? Sometimes also I will miss things. So then do it. Okay. Address resolution protocol is pending, right? So I done a pinging. So I send a packet. I received a packet. So important is received packet. Now ARP hyphen A. Now can you see this is my IP address of mobile phone, and this is the MAC address of my mobile phone. Okay, guys, you look at there in a MAC address of that one which is highlighted. I will verify my MAC address of my mobile phone from mobile phone. So for make sure that advanced, yeah, it is a bottom. It is showing 04 BA 8D E0 FC 97 04 BA 8D E0. Yeah, okay, correct. So it means both are correct. IP address, I ping to the same IP address. I got a MAC address. This thing is stored here for temporary only. If I restart my PC, this data will gone. This dynamic data will be gone automatically. So you can bind with a static also. Like a no confirm when I communicate. So make sure that it should be there. Like that it should come. Okay. So this is ARP. I will tell ARP again. I think lot of people are exhausted. Okay. Um, so last, only I will tell commands use in networking because something I want to tell very useful part other than ARP part. Okay. Networking, the concept of networking. Useful commands I will tell. One is ping. One is a ping command. Yes, ipconfig
Dash all
and oh, okay, I will put it down later. Slash all. In ipconfig, so many commands are there. Slash all is a very important one. So you will give more data than ipconfig. Release ipconfig renew by double R. ipconfig renew ipconfig display DNS ipconfig flush DNS, remove the catchy DNS part using command line. But important is ipconfig and ipconfig all, the immediate important. So then remaining depends upon your requirement. Then only we will do it, not always we do it. Okay, so how to check the IP address? ipconfig or ipconfig all only. These are optional. Remaining are all optional only. ARPA to check the ARP table. Mm, get MAC to get the MAC address. Okay, get MAC. Trace RT. Guys, if I forget, please tomorrow definitely tell me what is trace RT. Trace RT. Netstat. Okay. Netstat. Last time I told to the people, but maximum we are won't repeat these commands multiple times. But last interview, the people are asked what is netstat. Okay. Netstat is a one of the command. Root.
Reset is another route.
Root. Print command. Root print command is there. So cmd root print hyphen per hyphen 4. This is a internal routing table. Okay, this is a internal. What are the adapters? Their MAC addresses. These are adapters. This is the MAC address of that one. This is a suffix address. IPv4 routing table means my packet when I communicated to internal or external communication means how to send a packet from my device to outside. That only there. How to send a packet from my system to outside. That is the thing. So any packet will passes through my gateway, my router. This is the interface metric. Okay. So that is root print
Then what is the complete command? Root print dashboard.
hyphen 4 slash 4. 4 means IPv4. 6 means IPv6. Okay. For example, if you don't give anything, it will display both the things. This is IPv6 table. This is IPv4 table. 6 means IPv6, 4 means IPv4. If you don't put it, it display both. Okay, so 4 for IPv4. Remember that one. So all the things. Any other networking related commands? Anything?
NS lookup.
Very good. NS lookup will tell you what is your DNS server address, name and address. NS lookup. Good. NS lookup. NetSH. NetSH is not a single command. NetSH having a combination commands. Okay. Like how to change the IP address, how to see the IP address, how to change the IP address, how to assign an IP address to adapter, convert a static to dynamic or dynamic to static, adding a one DNS IP address in a command wise. We can do so many things with a NetSH. Okay, so this is it. Anything is there added, but I will put one more question. Since yesterday, today, morning, afternoon also I given a question. One is VPN question I asked. Okay, now I will ask one more question. Find it tomorrow. Tell me. How to check IP address? Okay, in Linux, 2-3 type of commands are there. Find it out. In PowerShell, using PowerShell command only. PowerShell display both the things. PowerShell shows works with the CMD commands, normal Windows commands works, and also it works with the PowerShell command. I need a in PowerShell with the PowerShell commands only. I need a PowerShell command, not ipconfig. You put in a PowerShell, sir. ipconfig is working. Don't say like that. I want how to check IP address in a PowerShell and in Linux. Anybody want to tell in Linux, or someone is trying to tell answer?
No, sir.
Okay. Config. Another command is IP addr. Another command is nmcli. Depends upon your Linux. Linux IP address all related. How to check IP address, how to assign IP address, what is NMTUI, what is NMCLI, what is Ethernet 0, all these things. Find it out. Next, how to check how to check IP address in PowerShell. In PowerShell command only I want it. All related to PowerShell command. Even I don't remember, so you tell me, then I will recollect it. Okay. So morning I asked one question. That is, the question is, if you are unable to connect, sorry, you connected to VPN and then internet is disconnected. VPN is connected, internet is disconnected. So how to solve that issue? First one. Second one, morning I asked question, that is, if you forget your username and password, one given answer, that is, if you go to the forget password, it will ask for a securities. Okay, that is a very smart move. And I given one answer that is not correct answer. So normally people think if you remove BIOS battery, password will be resetted. Okay, if it is a laptop, then what will you remove it? Okay, it is not like that, right? So how to reset your Windows password? How to reset Linux root password? How to reset Windows password? How to reset Linux password, root password? Okay. Next, how to check IP address in a PowerShell and Linux. That's it. Okay. Find it out tomorrow. Definitely, I will ask. I don't forget things. Usually, I will tell after forgetting only. So,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Is it enough, or you want more?
No, sir, it's enough, sir.
Is it real voice, or it is a voice change, or
It's more than enough. Thank you.
more than enough? Very good.
Great session today, sir.
My bandwidth, sir.
Great session. This is here Andhra people, I think so.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Now you can talk anything.
Yes, sir.